Hello everybody, it is me as always, Jedi Wheatpenny. Of course I don't go by that name on YouTube here, I am Reaction Examiner. Jedi Wheatpenny is of course my Twitter name, and I use it today because we are celebrating one of the best Star Wars games ever, which is the Battlefront series. It originally launched on September 21st, 2004, and fans have been eagerly awaiting a sequel since 2005 when Battlefront 2 came out. Now, Battlefront 2 is the one that kind of pushed things forward. The first game was kind of like a good first step, and then the second one kind of refined all the stuff, basically. And there have been two spin-offs for the series. There was Renegade Squadron, and then there was Elite Squadron. The Elite Squadron was for the PSP and DS, and that was the last game that came out a few years ago. And then Renegade Squadron came out for the PSP and actually launched with a special edition PSP, which is the one that I own, and I bought it in, I think it was like 2007, and I was so happy when I bought it because I got a PSP that I've been waiting for a long time. It was the first portable system I had since the Game Boy Color, if you can imagine that. And it was an awesome game with a white PSP with Darth Vader on the back, and it was pretty pimpin'. And the game was pretty good too. You know, it doesn't hold a candle to Battlefront 2, which is my favorite in the series, but it's still very, very good. Now, a lot of you may not know what the Battlefront series is. Essentially, it started off as taking you through epic battles in the original Star Wars trilogy. That would be, you know, going to Hoth, going to Endor, Dagobah, stuff like that, fighting with the rebels. And the second one, you were with the clone troops. I believe actually both had different sides, and you can basically play as either the Empire, the Rebels, the Clone Army, or the CAS, which is, you know, the robots, or the Republic. You can play as all four of those sides, and you go through all these different planets and these epic battles. And essentially, you're going through the maps and you're capturing objectives. There is some story a little bit, like the second one. It's told through the eyes of one of the clone or trooper generals. It might be Commander Cody, I don't remember. This might be like the best thing to come out of like the new trilogy, episode 1 through 3. I mean, there's a lot of things that are great. Maybe that might be the wrong word. There's a lot of things that are good about the original trilogy in what they try to do, like battles. Battles weren't that thrilling in the original trilogy, but the battles in the new trilogy were pretty cool. And there's obviously more Jedis, and that stuff was cool. I mean, story itself was kind of bullshit, but I'm getting off base here. But yeah, you basically go through all these missions, and you try to capture objectives and these waypoints to stop the other army from basically respawning. And you're just playing through these troops that if you die, you respawn, and you can choose a different class. Like, for the clone army, you can be, you know, a trooper that's basically, you know, assault rifle and all that stuff. Like an engineer where you can, like, prepare stuff. Like a heavy gunner where you have, like, a rocket launcher and stuff like that. There is some strategy to the game itself. And the same goes for all different sides. Like, the robots have different robots and stuff like that. There are some space missions, which I really, really didn't like. It was kind of confusing to play. I was always bad at them. And you can even do like land part vehicles, like when you're with the Ewoks in the forest, you can do those speeder bikes basically. And then, you know, in Hoth you can do the snow speeder. So there's a lot of variety to the game, but people, you know, there's not a lot of depth per se to it, and perhaps the graphics don't hold up that well for, you know, any of the games, be it the newest ones, the PSP and stuff, or, you know, the PS2 ones. But the game is still a very treasured part of my nostalgic history with video games. And there are a lot of gamers as well. And since the last console game to come out was 2005, people have been waiting a long, long time. Now, at E3, EA teased that we'd be seeing more of the new Battlefront, which essentially, it seems like it's going to be just called Battlefront, like a reboot. But it would more than likely be like Battlefront 3 or something like that. But they said more in spring 2015, so that means that maybe we'll see more on it, and hopefully we'll see a launch for Battlefront 3, or Battlefront whatever it's called, in fall of 2015. Fingers crossed. That would be with the 10th anniversary of the second game. But for now, let's celebrate the series as a whole and bow down to its awesome 10-year history.